Hi guys, welcome back to
Sunbae Club!
We are the
Sunbae Squad!
Hi, my name is Mikaela. I am a Chinese Filipino model here in the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Issa, a stand-up comedian in Manila, and I represent the Philippines.
Hi, it's your Korean best friend, JinHo, vlogger, singer here in the Philippines, representing Korea.
What's up? I'm Leo from Japan. I was born and raised in Japan, and I'm a green flag guy. I'm a model here in the Philippines. In Japan. Basically, we graduated university and we were 22, diba? After graduate, like get the job, get married around like before 30, like 27, 26, 25. I'm 27 years old now. We are thinking like getting married around 25 to 30, before 30. That's like Japanese culture. Then getting married, like of course having a baby, diba? Then after baby, we're gonna buy a house.
Also, baby first, then house.
I think so. Basically, baby first. Then they're gonna buy, we buy a house for baby.
Buy house for the baby?
I mean, no. because of baby.
Like you need a space for the nursery.
Baby needs for like huge space, diba?
I thought that's why you're green flag, because you buy it for your babies. Sugar baby.
But what did you think you would work as when you were a child?
Superhero.
Really?
Like Power Ranger. I wanted to be a Power Ranger.
What country?
In Japan, of course.
Mataas minimum range. The minimum wage high in Japan when you're Power Ranger. Here, Power Ranger poor. But really, what job did you want?
My aunt is the carpenter. I wanted to be a carpenter.
Oh,
Yeah.
like what kind of carpenter? Because here in the Philippines, when you say carpenter, they think about like no money and then just
really?
like pok all day. Yeah, pok. But like no, I think that's true, right?
Really?
When you're here, carpintero, parang but in like
class.
Australia, all the carpenters are very rich. What type of camper? What do you want to fix? The roof or my heart?
House.
Building house.
Yeah, building house. Like pok every day.
Wait, stop, okay? It's pok, okay? It's not pok.
How about you? What was your, how did you imagine your adult life?
Actually, this wasn't planned, but I thought I had my life all figured out, to be honest. Because, like, ever since I was, like, 6 or 7, I really loved drawing. Like, my dad used to work in, like, Kia, the car. And he would always bring, like, the leftover papers, ganon. And I would draw entire day while my mom was doing the laundry sa side, folding clothes. I would draw every day. And as you guys can see, this wasn't planned, but, like, I painted this. So, like, I think this is how I express. Yeah. So I thought I knew I was gonna be somewhere where arts are. Creative job. Yeah, creating, whether that be music or art. But then, it didn't go as planned because my parents were very like, in Korea we call it 사자 직업.
사자치고.
Yeah, 사 is what is. So, 사자 집안 means any professional that ends with the word 사. Because in Korea, doctor is called 의사. Lawyers are called 변호사. So anything that with a high profession usually ends with 사. So in Korea, they call it, oh my God, we probably have parents who wants you to be something that ends with 사. That's where the word 사자 직업 comes from. Any profession that ends with 사 is what usually Korean parents would love. But if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Well, mom, sorry.
Yeah, I'm very similar because I grew up, my parents really wanted me to be a lawyer, an accountant, or a doctor. I think that's every Filipino's dream child would be.
Yeah, yeah.
At least it's not nurse.
Not nurse. Oh my god, yeah. We already have nurses. In the
Yeah,
family.
because you know, like female in Filipino, it's like nurse.
Nurse
You
is
go to
different
Canada, you go to
Yeah.
Australia.
But my cousins already took that role. So in the Philippines, usually it's like, or at least in my family, we want like one of each, like one sa.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
true.
we want to have a doctor in the family. We want to have an attorney in the family, and then one nurse. But I already had cousins who were in nursing. So when I was growing up, they already trained me. Oh, you're gonna be a lawyer. You're gonna be a just pick one of those. But I tried in college. I studied accounting. Then I quickly like, okay, I'm not for accounting. I'm too dumb for that. And then same. Like I was more into creatives. Like I drew a lot, and then I made music too. But like my parents were just those are just talents you have.
Side
But,
job.
Mga side quest lang yan.
Yeah, side quest, exactly.
Side quest.
But like, you still have to do the prestigious job. But eventually, I ended up in the creative field too. My first job was in advertising. So I guess that's the way I melded. Like, it has like the business side, but also the creative side. So kind of fulfilled a bit of my parents' expectations, but I still couldn't. I was afraid of blood, so I can't be a doctor.
Same.
I
Same.
can't. And then I can't argue for my life, so I can't be a lawyer. Like if people argued with me, I just cry.
It's a thing.
I was like, but yeah, I can't be a lawyer. So all the top 3 choices my parents wanted me to be. I'm sorry, I can't. How about you?
For me, I'm Chinese, so they're like business, accounting. So that's it.
Oh.
That's it. But when I was younger, I really wanted to be a pastry chef. So even until now, I still have this feud with my mom. It's like, no, you're not going to the creative. You're not going with the cooking. You're a woman. You're a Chinese woman. You're gonna be a housewife. You're gonna cook anyway. But I'm like,
don't study it.
there's no need to study it because that's your future anyway. But I wanted to really take the pastry. And so my really goal for the career plan is to do pastry, go to France, because that's really where I want to study the profession, and then work, and then do the business. Because when I was younger, I'm Chinese, so there's business, the family business. I was already constantly helping. Like to the point that the next day, the day I was born, my mom brought me to the business, to the store and office, because to get the luck, I can handle everything.
So like you're exposed to the business.
Yeah.
Okay. This will rub off on you.
Yeah.
She was pouring business energy on you the day. Okay, you understand?
Saw everything.
When she was newly born, out of pop like that. The next day, her mom brought her to business office, because she also wants her to become like business.
So that's really what she did. So I was working already, and then until I really got the businessy in me already, that every day I would just work, help out, I would get extra allowance. And then when I was like 13, 14, I was doing like my own little Instagram businesses, which was doing okay. And that's how I managed to save up, because on top of that, I would still get like my allowance money. And I made like a pretty decent amount of money that I was able to move out at 16. And like, I don't know what happened. Me modeling now.
Ended up in jobs that
we never expected. But I really don't see this as long term. I started modeling like out of nowhere. The time when I was getting any gigs, any job, any like office job, just to pay my rent and stuff like that. And now I'm doing okay. I can finally relax a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, I just removed my shoes because my foots are getting sweaty.
Baho naman.
Ano yan? Bibig mo yan?
So how did your parents feel about what you do now?
Actually, my dad said like be an like office worker in Japan, something like that. But I said, this is my life. Just ignore them. Ignore him always. Cause I have a huge question. Like, why do you guys feel like a lot of pressures from your parents?
It's because like the environment we're in, our parents had us with their young age. They did so many successful things at young age, so they expect us to do the same thing. And so when we go home every day, it's like, okay, are your grades high? Because how can you do business if your grades are not high, if you're stupid, And you go to family reunions, and they're always asking, so when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have children?
Yeah, at least in Filipino culture, sometimes parents use their kids as like to flex them. Like, they're successful if they have successful kids. But how about you?
I think like almost the same. Like but in a different way. Like, you know how parents have dreams, when they were a kid. So the things they weren't able to fulfill, they project it on their children, thinking that they want the same thing as them. And that's where it gets messy. Yes. And yeah, I agree with flexing kids. And I feel that more now that I'm like 28. Like, this is very personal. I haven't even said this on my vlog. It was very hurtful because recently my mom called me and she was like, I'm so pissed off today. I was like, why, Mom? Because my close friend, and this is really her close friend, like her high school friend.
Okay.
And my mom's 50. So imagine how long they've shared their, right? She's like, oh yeah, what about her? Okay, so she mentioned about her son today, and her son is same age as I am. It's like, so apparently her son was questioning me why I'm not giving certain amount of money to her every month, knowing that I'm a 1 million subscriber YouTuber. And here's the thing, like, people don't know, like, the subscriber doesn't matter with how much you earn. Do you get it? So it's like, here we go again with standards. So
And those things are supposed to be kept private.
exactly. And maybe my mom, obviously, she said she defended me, but after hanging up the call, I felt like a lot of mixed emotions. Like, before it was only my relatives telling me what I should do. Now it's people who are not even related to me in blood telling me what my standard should be as a 1M. Like, before, you didn't even believe that I'll be 1M. Now that I'm 1M, like, may kulang pa rin. Parang, where do you shut up? Do you get it? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes, I think the thing about our job is that sometimes I don't want to post anything. Sometimes I want to just disappear. I don't want anyone to know where I am, what I'm eating, what I'm feeling. But we cannot do that because we're all after algo, the engagement. We don't want to be forgotten. That's the main thing. We have professions where we are chosen, where we are not like choosing yet. Do you get it? People choose to do what they want, but us, we feel like we wait for to be chosen, right? So sometimes that's like the dark side. But then I always go back to my roots, because when I first told mom, like, so I'm a psychology graduate, BS psychology. I was supposed to be like a children's psychologist. Yeah, that was my main goal because I don't want blood. But then doctor daw. So sabi ko, ano yung pwede na doctor na no blood? Psychology. You know psychology? Na psycho psychology. Like crazy like that. Yeah. And then my mom was pressuring me, like, she was telling me all these things, the typical, I mean, it all comes from love. It all comes from love. But I told mom, there was one time where I told mom, I know why you want me to be this doctor, because it's respected and it brings a lot of money to the table, okay? But I told her, okay, you know what? But I choose happiness. So I'm so sorry. Even if I go broke in 10 years, I will not ask a single dime from you. Whether I end up under the LRT or City Hall, that is my life and I choose to be this. I will not blame you. You did remind me, you did your job as a parent, you told me what's the safer route. But being your first son who's so arrogant and so, because I'm like, ego and pride, and I have to experience something before I even regret it. Do you get it? I'd rather do it and regret it than not doing and regret it in the future. That's what I told mom. And then she was like, quiet na. But but she still have those moments where we call and then suddenly she's like, no work today. Do you get it?
Yeah, like passive aggressive.
Yeah, it's like, that's where I'm like, Mom, we're doing it again. Just ask me what I ate for lunch and just ask me if I'm well and we're done. Can we not talk about incomes? Can we not talk about projects? Because we're not office workers. We're Monday to Friday. We have, do you get it? Yeah.
Me and my mom, we don't really have like the best relationship. Because when I started like doing this job, it's like really looked down. It's like basically for them, it's like they don't want me to be exploited by my face.
It's like out of protection.
Yes, and they don't like my face there because they don't want to be known. It's more like a privacy thing, which I do agree. This is why I don't want to get into the showbiz acting, because I feel that's too much spotlight and I'm already contented in where I am today. Personal thing where I'd rather be like happiness, like, okay, I'll make more money in acting because, there's more money there, but I'm already okay. I'm not gonna be happy.
Yeah, in short, it's not about recognition from others. You want what's for you.
And whenever my mom and I talk, it's all about, so how was work? Did you get harassed by a photographer?
Oh my God, not me.
It's all like that. That's why she doesn't want me to get in the modeling industry. We had like a huge argument. So that was a time where I really moved away. And every time we would call, it's more like, oh, same thing. So wala kang work today. Do the same thing. And the relationship with her just became about money.
Yeah, it's always about, whenever I call her, it's not just a simple conversation between a mom and a child. It's always like, I'm trying to prove her.
Yeah.
Diba? And there's that weird tension. She doesn't say it directly, but like...
You know.
So sometimes when I don't have work, I don't answer her calls.
My mom's just happy I'm alive. Like, I think I'm in the Rio stage now.
Like,
Yeah,
I appreciate
no
my
pressure.
parents. You
Yeah,
know,
I
my
appreciate
dad doesn't know about me anything. I think he doesn't know my IG account, of course. He doesn't know. Sometimes he call me, but you know,
okay.
hey, are you okay? I'm okay.
Just like
That's
that.
it.
No details.
30 seconds phone call. Hi, Rio, are you okay? I'm okay.
Yeah, because your dad stops there. But my mom would be like, how are you okay? He respects boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes like he ask me about money. Like, hey, Rio, are you okay with like financial? I just say, okay, I'm okay. That's it.
Okay, at least they're open to helping you if ever
Yeah.
you need.
Of course, sometimes they ask me like, hey, do you need money? Sometimes.
Really?
Before. After I graduated university, you know.
Okay.
Then I always say, no, I don't need.
Even me, after graduating.
I have to be a breadwinner
Yeah, just, you know,
immediately.
say, I don't need it. I can do it by myself. I don't need money. That's it. Then, now, they don't ask me about that kind of thing anymore.
It's about the same thing. It's like the career, the pressure, and the marriage is all about the same pages because it's like,
Okay, like, I mean, we're all young, but did any of you have like any moments in life where we're not pinaka-top yet, but did you have any moments like, okay, I've done
made it
something.
a bit. Yeah.
Like, this is an achievement na pwede ko ipamukha sa parents ko or something. Did you guys have that any moment? Like, achievement in life?
When I moved out,
Oh.
that was really like in your face. So until now, they keep on like actually begging to come home. Which at first I'm like, I really don't want. But I've realized that, you know, they're always gonna make me go back home no matter if I'm married, if I have grandchildren even, and they're still alive, they're still here. They would always make me go back home. But it's like,
Is that because you're a girl or is that a cultural thing?
because I'm the eldest.
Hindi ba pag eldest, pinapalay, like you want them
Of course they did. That's why I left. But also, so that's why they want me to go back. They never really financially supported me on anything, and that's like a big in your face.
Yeah.
Kinaya ko siya.
And on my end, at least I have a fairly supportive parents naman. I just noticed that the big milestone that we were talking about, that I was able to say, oh, they're gonna be proud of me. It's always when I was in the corporate world, it was whenever I got a promotion. Like, they would be really proud. But now that my work is like freelance, I do stand-up, I do VOs. Like, when I tell them, oh, I did a show, oh, cool. I noticed they're only proud when like, oh, we saw her on TV, like, for an interview. The standards are weird now.
But do you feel like if you went back to corporate and you kept on getting like the promotions, they'd still be more proud
I think
than
so.
getting the stand-up in such a big stage?
I think that they understand that world more. Like, you excel up in that world in a clear way versus like, oh, I did a show here. Oh, I worked with this person.
Okay na, may wala naman kami doon.
Yeah, pero okay.
I'm real.
Never.
Not yet proud?
I think so. Because, you know, I achieved something. For example, like, I won the like Japanese super big pageant. Do you know, before I won the pageant, like, I feel like, oh, if I won this pageant, like, I feel like I achieved it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't be like
For
proud of
you,
myself to
yeah.
everyone. But after I won that, like, I felt, oh,
That was
no,
it. Yeah.
this
I
is
didn't
just the
get the
beginning.
reaction.
There are
fine.
more milestones to come.
Every time I feel like that, every time like I did something, I achieved something, like it's like less than my expectation.
I get that.
Always,
I get that.
always.
It's like the standard. You should have done that anyway in the first place.
Yeah, like, oh, this is beginning.
So you do have an Asian somewhere in you.
But
Because in the
Asian
Philippines,
standards.
you pass board exam or something, they put billboard in their doors.
I never had an achievement that big that I have a tarpaulin.
Or, for example, in this country, I came here like almost a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Then I was like on the magazine. I sent like some picture to my friends in Japan, but they say congrats. No, it's like just my work, right?
Yeah, it's not a
That's
big
it.
deal,
Yeah,
not
not
big deal
like big
anymore.
thing.
For you,
And
for
this
you.
is just beginning.
No, but I think I used to be
That's
like
why
that.
I cannot feel like I achieved.
No, but you
something.
have to, because you have to. Feeling like that is nothing is disrespecting people who wants to be there.
Oh,
Do you get it?
That's true. Yeah.
To have that beginning, imagine how many pageants were eliminated, how many pageants were like. Do you get it?
How many
So,
people wish that they would
yeah,
have
that
even
was you. Do
could
you get
join?
it?
Yeah,
What I'm
right.
saying is you have to celebrate
Celebrate,
small
yeah.
steps.
So you can feel
Yeah,
more
because what feels nothing for us is like big thing. It could be
Yeah,
big thing
but
for
to be
others.
honest, I cannot celebrate it like from the bottom of my
Yeah, yeah.
heart. It
That's just
that
how you
thing
think.
make me more like no stress like hey what's the next something like
That's
that.
just how you think. Like
Yeah.
when you achieve something.
Yeah,
What's the
what
next?
should I do next?
Yeah, I
Like
think
that.
that's healthy mindset, but I just want Rio to feel like
Yeah, I respect them.
No, you respect them, but what I'm saying is there's a tendency. If you see it from different point of view, you're correct, but I'm saying appreciate and celebrate little things for your own good. But also I know what you're doing is like humbling yourself. Before I was like you, like okay, JinHo, be humble.
Yeah, be humble.
Be humble. So being overly humble, I became like Rio. Like, okay, don't make big deal out of it. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. Do you get it? But then now that my hype is gone, I'm like, oh shit, I should have enjoyed the moment more. I should have been more grateful. Like, do you get it? Before I was like, okay, Korean speaking Tagalog. Everyone was applauding me. Wow, Korean who speaks Tagalog. And back then I felt like, okay, Gino, don't be bragging, be humble. But then now I think about it, like there's so many Koreans who speak Tagalog now. I'm like, I should have enjoyed the moment while it lasted. Kind of. I was too like this, so I wasn't
Yeah, I guess
confident.
Maybe there's a culture in Asian. I don't know. At least in Filipino, there's stigma when you don't want to be labeled as mayabang, too boastful.
Malaking
When you
ulo.
when you celebrate something. So I guess we all have that innately that we can celebrate stuff but not be too.
Yeah. The fine balance.
But I get
When
that,
you're
I get
too
that.
humble, it's almost like you're disrespecting your achievement
Yeah.
and your competitors.
Yeah,
But
true.
when you're too celebrating, you're mayabang, you could be. So you
Yeah.
have to find a fine line.
But what is nice about this industry is that when you post on like an achievement, it's not like you bragging. It's like people actually celebrate.
Support
Yeah,
you,
they're
yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you. And it's like
Yeah.
the true support. It's not like
Filipinos are warm, yeah.
Side
So,
doctor.
anyways,
Yeah.
my achievement naman.
Sorry.
We forgot.
Yes,
We went so deep from Rio's. Yeah, but Rio feel happy, okay?
Yay, let's
What you're doing is so
Rio.
hard. No, really, it's
Really?
hard. You think it's simple question, but the charm also.
Parental validation.
Buto-buto. I had like two biggest moments in life, if I may be honest. One is when I went viral for Showtime, which I didn't expect. I just went there as myself. Sorry, but I went famous for the word tuli, That was one thing when my parents were always like, you can't make it. And then suddenly, yung mga close friends niya, like, can you ask JinHo to take photo with my son? Yung parang gano'n. And my mom calls me and she's like, oh, remember those yung blah 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 restaurant? Her daughter is a huge fan of yours. So next time you come to Subic, where I'm from, can you take picture with her? I'm like, say it again! Louder! and my mom pretends like she doesn't care. He's not there yet. But where did you see him? My second was kind of sad because I went viral on Showtime. Pepsi got me as a ambassador. Hindi siya like project basis, like ambassador. I was beside Kathniel, Alyssa Valdez, Mimia. Imagine they're like so big, diba? And then pandemic happened. So I wasn't able to like explore
Celebrate
it. Yeah, celebrate
yeah.
it, but my fans were taking photos of my posters on SLEX. But then I wasn't able to like really feel it because I was PCQ. And I didn't have car that day, those times. So
Yeah.
parang I couldn't go to EDSA to see myself.
Oh, man.
So I would only see it through,
Instagram stories.
Instagram stories of my fans who have cars or who are traveling from south to north. Pepsi posters, because your Korean boy was ambassador before.
What was your pose in that poster?
I forgot parang.
Oh, we celebrate it now. Congrats, JinHo! Drink.
I had jawline that time.
What was your advice right now for like people who are struggling? I guess younger people who are struggling to like reach those milestones.
A good mindset is find balance between if they can do it, why not me mindset. But also, bro, there are better people than you, so why you? Do you get it? Like
Ego and insecurity.
Yeah. Find your confidence somewhere between, that one. Like, if they can do it, why not me?
Yeah.
We hope that you guys actually learned something. If you have any advices, you can put that in the comment section down below. We will see you on the next episode. Bye!
Rio, end it.
Thank you for watching. ありがとうございました。